Hello and welcome to the first battle of turn 6. We have Citadel and Clearwater fighting Steelcap's Raiders, one of the few remaining sets of pirates. And I want to take a moment to appreciate a Citadel design that completely just took me by surprise. I was expecting the nice cool looking long ships. Not this. So, before we get into that, you've seen a few of these designs before. A lot of people have probably seen this design before. A few Clearwater crafts. I'm going to let these hit the ground and then just get some cinematic shots on them. Without further ado, let's let the battle begin. Before I mess this up. Boom. Boom. There we go. It's basically TG, so I will be talking to them later in their internal chat for future TG ventures, because this is TG. Uh-oh. And we're back to the battle. We just cleaned up the minor EMP issue, which was a cause of poor QA. Here's the craft, it's fixed. Back to looking at the interesting craft, which is... not that. These guys. Some might have never expected this, but I think I know who built this. No spoilers. There's not much to lock onto here. You're interesting. What do you do? What is going on? What? Nope, missed. We've taken quite a lot of damage. It's from one of the plasma guys. I think it's that guy. In a previous season, or specifically the most recent beta, the long ships, they lived for quite a long time. And they were just drawing a bunch of aggro from little guys. Let's see. Let's see how the tanks are doing. They kind of just seem to be existing here. Doing some chip damage. I for some reason don't think you're functioning. Yeah, you must be dead of some kind. Being escorted by Citadel? Really weird. So that's what these guys are. Hmm. It's quite a state to be in. Chips are doing their thing. Where is most of the crafts? Like, cause the longship's just gonna keep. What are you doing over there? What? Oh, this isn't a Prego Blue Steel reference. This better be. I don't know what you're doing so far over here, but you need to get your movement checked. Since it doesn't look like any damage has happened to it at all, I'm gonna let it sit there and like do nothing and say it survived or escaped. You're gonna hit the world border, sheesh. I think that's the last of them. Aside from the fortifications. Never mind, this battle is going much slower than I anticipated. I'm going to remove you from the battle because you're going to cause people to chase you. You're good thumbnail bait though, that's for sure. Was it you? No, it wasn't you. Okay. There's some random craft in the fight that's dropping missiles on the ground with no guidance. We could see things. I'm gonna let the world border straighten out this fight so we're not just watching two crafts backpedal into oblivion. And hopefully they start backpedaling this way. Where are you going? Okay, finally, you're dead. die pretty soon. You guys have just been circling forever. I can't even tell which craft's a part of which because they look all so similar and they're all in the same spot, going in the same direction. You guys desperately need a cram craft. Oh, for a second I thought that was RTGs. I was about to be like, no way. SS builder? No shot. Nope, it's just poles. Please drop out this guy right now. Dang it. Hello? What? They all just naturally lined up. That's so awesome. You stuck. I'm gonna delete you once people start looking at you. I think part of this is my fault since I spawned them in pretty close to the world border. And I wanted to do that for battle aesthetic reasons, but I'm gonna say that it's working out in my favor because these crafts all like to circle at long range and they're really bad at keeping the range. And it also gives a chance for the tanks to do their job since they just push things into the wall. And this is an event fleet fight, so I don't feel like I'm shafting anyone, so no issues. However, you you're at like 60% health. I don't want to despawn you yet because you actually have battle damage. This is not going to be thumbnail material because this looks stupid. This looks like it was built to be a front-sider. For some reason. It's just a gut feeling of mine. But it's built like a broadsider. Like, the turret's in the front, with the most surface area on the front. Bad idea, because then all of your weapons take damage. And if your weapons start taking damage, then you start taking really bad damage. Has the outpost been destroyed? Took it long enough. You've taken some damage. You've taken none. Mostly visual. I really don't want to despawn you. Wait. Please just fall this guy. Please. Make my life easier. Please. You've probably... the most damaged Clearwater craft I've ever seen. It's also the biggest. What just shot at you? No, they're still alive. Dude. You did your thing. Okay. Two more to go. I'm really just gambling that he just falls out the sky at 55. But it's not like it's going to take too long after that because the lasers are going to chip blocks away at the same rate as any other range, essentially. Slight damage fall off. Whoop-de-doo. Actually, no, I can verify it's going to be slight damage fall off. Nope, it's going to be considerable because the barrels are kind of short. I think what would have been the play is if the tanks prioed land. Whiff and a miss. Please, please. Yes! Let's go! Okay. Maybe this will go by faster. That's one down. Yeah, for future note, I'm going to spawn these probably 4 tiles away from the world border so we don't get this issue again. But in this specific scenario, I will say this was not an issue. It was in fact a benefit because this would have kept pushing so far away from the defenses that they're going to have to kill. Feel free to tell me that I was really stupid. You should probably not even say it's good. Because I don't know. It might be a really bad idea. What is that? Hello? Interesting. See, lasers do damage at the same rate at no matter what range. This is fine. They will die slowly, as expected. Oh no, these weren't plasma. They're both APS. The flying crafts for plasma and something else. You're 5 kilometers away. Thank you for having a fast broadsider. Obligatory run through the internals. Yep, these are just guns, no internals. No interior decoration. Unless the turret cap. Taking quite a bit of damage. Since this is going to be pretty boring ending, I'm going to take this time to read the chat. There's a thunderstorm coming on. I can hear it. If you can hear it through the microphone, that's great. Oh, one's down. I like the flying shoe with the pack. I think it's interesting. And that's that. Yippee! Thank you for watching. And I hope to see you in a hopefully less long battle.